Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of Finishing Blow. Hopefully you guys are having a good week so far. This week we had some very interesting and awesome news coming down the pipeline. So let's go ahead and kick things off with a new trailer for 1 million clicks. Now I don't know if I'll actually be able to show you guys a video clip of it because it's on Vimeo and it's kind of a private video. It won't let you actually embed it into anything, but you can take people to the link and it's definitely worth a look. Mike Moeller is insane. This guy can do some of the most amazing action sequences I've seen in a very long time, and I'm really looking forward to this one. Storyline may not be the most inventive or original, but the action looks absolutely insane. And if you guys are looking for somebody fresh and new in the genre, Mike's been around for a while, but a lot of people don't know about him, so be sure to check it out. Let me know what you guys think about it, and I can definitely let you guys know as we get closer to a release date for the film. Alright. Also, though, we found out that Jackie Chan has started his first recording process for this year, and it's for Kung Fu Panda 3. Now, they actually show some images of him at the it's like the DreamWorks, but in Shanghai, I believe if it's correct. I don't remember. It's like Oriental DreamWorks, so he's at the studio, and I really don't think it's going to be a huge role for him. The last time he did Kung Fu Panda 2, he did like 3 days worth of dialogue recording, and then he was done. Monkey does not talk a lot in Kung Fu Panda. I've come to terms with that, but it's kind of cool to see him back in action, and hopefully he'll have a bigger role in these. But as we all know, Poe's the main star, and these movies are made by people who love martial arts action films, so I'm hoping that they can get people like Michelle Yeoh, Jean-Claude Van Damme, you know, big name stars back in the action like they did in the second one. Maybe we'll have some surprise guests in the third one as well. All right, moving forward, some awesome congratulatory news for Kung Fu Jungle. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Hong Kong Film Awards happened this past week, and Kung Fu Jungle actually won Best Choreography. Now, it is insane the amount of change that this one film has created, because if you look at some of the other movies that were nominated, you've got like Rise of the Legend, you had Wrath of the White-Haired Witch, a lot of your traditional kind of Chinese martial arts films, and Kung Fu Jungle was very different. It was MMA heavy, and it's very awesome for a movie like that to be recognized for the choreography that it had. You know, you're going up against like Yuen Woo-ping, Corey Yuen, Sammo Hung, and for this movie to win is a huge testament to what people right now in the genre are expecting from a film. So there were a ton of different teams, a ton of different people that worked together. You got Donnie Yen, of course. You had John Saviti giving tips and advice on some of the fight scenes as well. He was credited as an MMA instructor. He didn't do like the fight choreography for the entire film, but there were a ton of people who lent a hand, and I really think that passion and motivation is what made that film a success. And I really can't wait to see what happens next, especially for the people who were working on these films. Huge props to everybody who worked so hard on that, because Kung Fu Jungle is probably one of the best films I've seen in a really long time. Alright, of course, if you guys want some new Donnie Yen information, we have our first official image of Ip Man in Ip Man 3. Now, he's doing the pose where you know things are about to go down. We don't know who he's going to fight. It's not Mike Tyson, because they're actually filming the Mike Tyson fight sequence in May. So, I don't know who he's throwing down with, but it's never a good thing. You don't want to make Ip Man mad. I'm really excited for it. You know, there's been kind of this positive and negative going back and forth about this movie. It's going to be filmed in 3D. Bruce Lee was going to be all CG, and now he may not be in the film at all, things like that. But when you really just kind of look at this promotional image and kind of remember what Ip Man is about, you can't help but get excited, and I'm really hoping that they're able to carry this film through. I know some people didn't like the second one, and that's totally fine. I feel like they took a break from it, and they should be able to have a stronger storyline. Whether Bruce Lee's going to play a key role in that or not, I'm not sure, but I really am looking forward to Ip Man 3. I remember years ago when Ip Man 2 came out, and I spent every single day just looking for new information, a new trailer, new anything for Ip Man, and just remembering all that and being able to relive all that is going to be a huge pleasure and a huge treat for me, and I will share everything and anything I find with you guys as well. Okay, next up though, we also had some more sequel news. The Equalizer is getting a sequel. If you guys remember, The Equalizer had Denzel Washington in it, and it was actually a surprisingly good movie. And I'm not surprised by the fact that they're making a sequel. Nothing's really been announced yet. They haven't even said that Denzel's going to be back on board, but how can you make an Equalizer movie without Denzel? I don't think it's going to happen. The writer for the original movie is coming back on board. We don't know if the director's going to be coming back from the original film or not, but for everything, I think this is going to be a good movie. I think The Equalizer did a good job. I actually wanted to see more action. It seems weird, but if you guys have seen the end of the film, I'm not going to spoil it for you or anything like that, but I really wish they showed more of that end sequence as opposed to kind of just panning out and just bodies everywhere. But I don't know. That's just my take on it. But The Equalizer was a good, solid action film. If you guys haven't seen it, be sure to check it out. And if you have seen it, let me know if you guys are looking forward to a sequel for it or not, or if you guys think that there should just be kind of a one and done deal and that they should do something new with Denzel. Anyways, I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling. So let's go ahead and finish this off with a review for Man with the Iron Fist 2. Now, I went to Facebook and asked you guys which one you wanted to see me review first, Man with the Iron Fist or Taken 3. And a lot of people were kind of commenting back and forth about Man with the Iron Fist. So I figured, hey, you know what? Let me get in on this. And I try to be as objective as possible when it comes to movie reviews, but I'm sure you guys know by now, I'm not a really big RZA fan, and I probably will never be at this point. I try time and time again to give him a chance, and it's just, I don't know, I just can't get into it. But I did a review for the film, and some of you may be surprised by the review I gave it, because the first one I did not enjoy at all. I picked it apart. I did a no holds barred video, which I could do with this one, but I don't feel like I'm as nitpicky about it as I was with the first one. The first one, I felt like my brain was just gonna melt because so many things like red flags were popping up left and right. So new director, a whole different take on the action and the story. Even the RZA himself isn't in it as much as you think he would be. I don't know, for a movie titled Man with the Iron Fist, he's not in it as much as you think it would be, but I don't know. I don't know what I can say about it. It's a brand new film, so I don't want to say too much, and I hope you guys read my review. There's no spoilers in the review whatsoever, so don't worry about that if you're thinking about getting it or checking it out. Be sure to read my review, but that's really all I have for this week. I know I've been kind of mentioning this over the past couple weeks, but I have kind of lightened my schedule up a little bit so I won't have to do as much stuff. So I'm hoping I'll be able to get articles done sooner for you guys, maybe start some more contests, do some more videos, whatever it is that you guys are interested in. Let me know in the comments what you guys enjoy the most, whether it's reading different articles, doing interviews with certain people or something like that. I would love to hear your feedback, and I really, really do appreciate it. So things are going to be moving in a very different direction, a very positive direction in the coming few weeks. So stay tuned, get excited. But always, thank you guys so much for watching. This is K Miller, and this week has been finished.